Welcome back to Tu Diep channel. Dear friends, what joy is happier than meeting your lover after many days of waiting and separation? But Jame was not so lucky when after a long time of searching for Tu Diep. Today Jame met Tu Diep again. But he did not know that after the shock she had experienced, she no longer had any memories of him. What is more painful than meeting Jame again and witnessing Tu Diep happily with a new person? So how did the story unfold? How did Tu Diep's escape change her life? Let's follow along. Today the sky blushed with the last light of day. Awash in a deep orange hue that melted into the golden rice fields. A breeze stirred the scent of damp earth and carried the distant echo of a flute, faint, haunting, familiar. Tu Diep stood still on the old wooden bridge, the same place where it all began. Her heart pounded, not from the wind, not from the fading sun, but from the storm building inside her. After so many silent days, she was going to see James again, the man who had once set her world ablaze, and then vanished, leaving behind only a note: "Trust me. I'll come back when it's safe." She had cried herself to sleep for weeks, drowning in rumors. Some said he was in hiding. Others claimed he had fled the country. No one knew the truth. Neither did she, until that night the rain fell in violent sheets. She had been chased through the alleyways, barefoot and breathless, headlights slicing through the darkness behind her. Just as her strength gave out, a firm arm pulled her into shelter. An officer, quiet, steady, strong. He became her quiet guardian in the chaos James left behind. He didn't ask questions. He didn't make promises. He simply showed up, with warm ginger tea, with calm words, with silent reassurance. And day by day, Tu Diep found a warmth growing inside her, not the fire James ignited, but something gentler, something safe. Now, James stood across the bridge, thinner, wearier, but with eyes that still carried the same fire that once made her believe in forever. Tu Diep, he called, his voice low, hesitant. She didn't answer right away. Her fingers curled around the edge of her coat, her mind drowning in memories, his laugh, his touch, the life they once imagined. But also, On's quiet hand offering her tea, his presence in the shadows. The night he carried her baskets home after a panic attack in the market. James took a step closer. "I missed you every day," he said. "I did what I had to do to protect us. I'm here now, if you'll still have me." Tu Diep's eyes glistened. "I waited, James. I really did. But things changed." She looked down at the bracelet and gave her the night he saved her life. Then looked back up, caught between two truths: the man who once made her feel infinite, and the man who helped her rebuild herself. Piece by piece, love no longer felt like a fairy tale. It felt like a question. That night, sleep eluded her. She sat barefoot on the cold floor, holding the silver necklace James once gave her, a small jade leaf, their symbol of hope. She could still hear his laugh, feel the rain when they danced in it. But her heart tugged in another direction and didn't give her promises. He gave her presence. She remembered how he once stood outside her house all night during a storm, just because she was afraid. No words, no declarations, just the quiet strength of someone who stayed. The next morning, James returned, this time with white lilies, her favorite. "I know I lost time," he said, "but if there's even a part of you that still believes in us, I'll wait." Before she could reply, a familiar voice rang out from behind. "Tu Diep, I brought you some fresh eggs." It was An. He stopped as he saw James. The two men faced each other. No anger, no words, just silence. Waiting. Tu Diep looked at them both, James, the man who once made her world tremble, and An, the man who had quietly held it together when it shattered. I need time," she whispered. Both men nodded and walked away, leaving her alone in the stillness. Later that night, the rain returned. Tu Diep sat by her window, arms wrapped around herself. The air was thick with unspoken words. with memories and doubt. A knock echoed through the quiet. She opened the door. It was An. Soaked. Silent. Holding a folded paper. "You'll catch a cold. I had to give you this," he replied. She unfolded it slowly. It was an official investigation report. Her breath caught. The fire that nearly killed her wasn't an accident. It was arson. "What is this?" she stammered. "New evidence. Someone targeted you," and said gently, "I believe it's connected to James. Not him. But someone close to him. Maybe someone who didn't want you with him. No. James wouldn't. I'm not accusing him. But you deserve the truth before you decide where your heart belongs." And suddenly, it wasn't about love anymore. It was about truth. About safety. About what she hadn't seen. That night, in her journal, she wrote, "Two hearts. One past. One present. But where is my future?" A tear fell onto the page. She closed the book. But deep down, she already knew the answer, quiet and steady, like a whisper in the dawn. Ending. Love, she realized, isn't always about who sets your heart on fire. Sometimes, it's about who brings you peace. James had been the storm, and was the earth beneath her feet. And maybe, just maybe, true love wasn't about choosing who you wanted most, but choosing the one who stayed.